Stoll goes back. He's bumped in the corner by Henriksen. Out with the puck is Trevor Lewis, and he outlets to Jake Muzzin. Muzzin that takes a return pass from Stoll. Let's go with a wrist shot that's gloved by Ryan Miller, and he hangs on for the game's first whistle. Dumps the puck around. Alec Martinez moves down, trying to throw one on goal. That was blocked by Nick Bonino, who lifts the puck high and out, and here's Hansen. With Bieksa going hard to the net. Centering pass. Bieksa stopped by Quick. Puck out to center on the second trot, and now stolen. Brought in by Toffoli. Following up is Carter with a wrist shot. Rebound, hit the post. Brad Richardson comes out, playing career game number 500 tonight, centering a line with Lyndon Bay and Sean Mathias. Pass ahead, puck tipped forward. Here's Richardson in on goal. Stopped by Quick, and a rebound clear to the side. Jeff Schultz knocked his pass away. Bieksa gets the puck once more. Again, Schultz was able to get in the way of the pass, and here's Pearson one-on-one on Spiza. Pearson with a shot up high, stopped by Miller. Round for Stanton, and on the backhand he gets the puck to the line, but not out. King set up, and Dorset interfered with. Play goes on. Here's Doughty with a wrist shot, stopped through traffic by Ryan Miller, just as 2014 ended. Here's Doughty, wrist shot attempt, well wide of the goal. Muzzin gets the puck. Jake Muzzin, nice pass. Kopitar, lots of room, stopped by Miller, got the glove on it and knocked it away. Both teams changing as McBain passes over to Schultz. Burrows blocked that lead feed. Kings get the puck back, and Clifford's in on the left wing. Wide on Edler with a wrist shot. Fought off by Miller. Loose puck jammed wide as Clifford went after his own rebound. And Miller's had to be sharp early. Make that 10-3 Los Angeles as they put another one on the board. Dorset with a hit off ice. Kings move the puck ahead. Chance for a 2-on-1. King with Richards. Dwight King shoots. Miller the save, and he hangs on, and then he was contacted. Pass to Daniel. Back for Henry. Here's Edler. Near side Verbata. Settles the puck, throws it on goal. Top escape. Burrows scores! Alex Burrows on the power play, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Well, he's been so good standing in front of the net, being that net presence. And we've seen it over the years, John, how Alex Burrows, he's aggravating to play against. He uses his stick, little cross check, little hook, but he always gets body position. And Radim Verbata does a nice job just throwing this one through. It's tipped in front. Jonathan Quick can't get it. Daniel Sedin is there. And Daniel takes a whack at it and goes to Alex Burrows, and he slides it by Jonathan Quick. It's off the skate of Daniel Sedin, right to Alex.
Drops back. Williams, wrist shot. Miller the save, loose in front. And Gabrick couldn't get it by Ryan Miller. Here come the Canucks, 2-on-1. Higgins in, Bay to the net, gets in too deep, centers, and Quick makes the save on Kevin Bieksa, who dumps one to an open wing at center. Schultz hooks the puck right onto the tape of Carter. Drop pass, broken up. Here's a lead feed, Mathias. Moving into McBain, and a wrist shot from well out is off the blocker of Jonathan Quick. And a hold of Schultz's stick for a moment. Play goes on as Richards banks the puck around. Edler runs into Clifford and knocks him to the ice. Kings play that one away. And Kopitar moves up. Toffoli with a wrist shot and into the crest of the jersey of Ryan Miller, who hangs on with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Stanton's out of the box. Kings are 0 for 2 on the power play. Still 1-0 Vancouver, and here comes Henriksen. Drop pass, Chris Higgins on the backhand. Centers, Verbata scores! That took a friendly hop right to Radim Verbata, who makes it 2-0.
Right off the penalty kill, you get momentum from a penalty kill, and you can see the Canucks on the rush, especially Chris Higgins getting involved with Henriksen on the play. Out of the penalty box. Now here's the change. Chris Higgins on the backhand, as you say, a friendly bounce, but the good goal scorers are always ready. And look at Verbata. Is he ready for this shot? It's off a skate, goes right to him. Waste no time to get it away. It's skating in.
Kings stymied on all 17 of their offerings towards Ryan Miller. Jared Stoll sets one up for Brown, whose shot was stopped by Miller. Able to do it in San Jose. Trying to do it at home against Los Angeles. Justin Williams has Gaborik in front. Miller rather awkwardly knocked that one away, and then Gaborik.
Got sweater on.
Buddy Ben. Vrbata's goal, Murph talked about, his 15th. This is only game 36 as Stoll moves in. Stop, there'll be a penalty on the play. The way the bench was reacting, it was as if maybe somebody was trying to win that face-off with their hand. Here's Trevor Lewis onto the right side. Doughty again. Drag move and a wrist shot and a stick save by Miller. The end glass. Bieksa saw Clifford coming, and it was the King trying to throw the check that took the worst of that. Cormat and Dorsett with him. Lead pass to Richards, him with a slap shot. Ooh, Miller had trouble with that one. Not sure he tracked that one all too well. Now, oh, what a stop of the paddle, but King scores on his own rebound. Looked for a moment like Miller was going to keep the Kings at bay with a miraculous save, but King up under the bar, and it's 2-1.
Well, Ryan Miller had trouble with the original shot, hit him in the shoulder, but goes to the corner. But Dwight King is wide open in front. Okay, that's off the shoulder. And now Stanton and Bieksa, and Kevin gets out too far. Ryan Miller makes the original save, and as you say, just a larcenous save with the paddle. But Dwight King stayed right with it. Gets his own rebound and right under the bar. Made no mistake on the second. Well, that was just a matter of time. Kings had control in the offensive zone for about 6 straight minutes.
Here's a lead pass. Daniel Sedin on the backhand. Stopped by Jonathan Quick. Kings break to center. Here's Toffoli. Able to force the puck to the corner. He collides with Edler, who winds up with the puck. And Alex Edler trying to get it out. Right to McBain. There's a deflection, and Miller able to stop that one. Up to Daniel Sedin. His pass easily intercepted by Doughty. Ahead to the goal scorer, Dwight King. Wrist shot deflects right towards Clifford. Now picked up by Vrbata, can't clear past Muzzin. Hard pass in front, Richards with a shot. And pass knocked away by Vey. And Bieksa lifts the puck out. Mathias had it hit him in the skate. Now he takes a shot from Muzzin. Horvat to Dorsett. Pass in front. Came back towards Dorsett. Now Burrows with a shot. Trying to go short side, and Quick stayed with him with a blocker. Gets it ahead to Daniel Sedin. Daniel's line mates jumping over the boards as he sends the puck in from neutral ice. Martinez got it by Vrbata, and here come the Kings, 3-on-2. Brown in on the left side. Centers, Stoll shoots. Miller the save with the right shoulder. Carter behind the goal. Higgins is on him, and Bonino comes back to pick up the loose puck. Nick Bonino ahead, right to the goaltender, Quick, who's forced to hang on with Hansen moving it off the right side. One in front for Henrik Sedin. Pass off to Daniel, quick shot. Quick the save with Vrbata right in front of him, battling with Drew Doughty. Now Doughty takes a pass and starts out. In over the Vancouver line, Doughty with a wrist shot, knocked down by the glove of Miller.
Stick of Radim Vrbata, nowhere near the puck.
Here's Green with a long shot, deflected twice. And just trickled past the net. Tried to find Alex Burrows. Here's Green with room at the line. Steps around Richardson. Matt Green shoots, and Miller the save. Ahead to Toffoli. Nice relay to Pearson. 9 minutes to go in the third. Puck came right to Carter, and a quick shot stopped by the stick of Miller. Carter centers, it's off the skate of Toffoli. Puck to the blue line, and just out. Played back in, but brought out by Jannik Hansen. Pass to Higgins. Across for Bonino. And he dumps the puck in for Hansen. Trying to bring it out front. It's loose, they're jamming, and Quick able to cover. Foley shakes off the check. Pearson does the same. But now Burrows after the puck once more. Richardson gets it. On the backhand, he puts one on goal, and Quick able to handle that one and hang on. Bieksa goes back. Hands the puck to Lewis. Canucks break up the centering feed. Can't get it out. Miller through traffic makes the save, and the puck is cleared to the line. Here's Brown, the captain. Fakes the shot, lets it go, and that ticked off Miller and into the corner. Williams on the other side. His shot scores! Justin Williams, top shelf. And on the power play with 2:07 to go, the Kings tie the game at 2.
Perfect shot. Ryan Miller is looking up. Canucks looking at the bench. They can't believe that this found a spot. Justin Williams just brings it out. And Ryan Miller didn't quite have the post on that one. You can see from his reaction, he thought he should have had it. He's over. He sees this shot.
Kings pressuring again, thinking maybe they can win this thing. Avoid overtime. They've certainly been pushing it. Here's a chance to the side. They score! Slap shot from the far wing. And the Kings, with 2 goals in under a minute, have gone on top 3-2. Still figure out who it was. Was it Stoll?
It was Jarrett Stoll. He gets this pass, comes right through the skate, so it's a rolling puck. And Ryan Miller has it go right through him.
That'll do it. The Kings with late goals. Williams on a power play. And there's the man who got the winner, Jarrett Stoll.